set up as a blockbuster Easter long weekend of footy on 9. And this is just the way it needs to start as we head to the commentary box. Billy Slater, Phil Gould and Matthew Thompson.
Good evening, James. The 100th meeting between these clubs that represent geographically opposed regions of Sydney, but in fact share quite a storied history between them. They met in the grand final back in 2003. The Roosters, captained that afternoon by Brad Fittler, who was a prominent figure in the Panthers' first Premiership title of 1991. And in that same afternoon, a guy took the field for the Panthers, and his son, Mark's son, that is Maverick, makes a debut on pretty much the same parcel of land as hosted the 91 grand final. A lot of attention around that man, Brad Schneider. 12 NRL games with the Canberra Raiders, was brought back to the NRL from Hull KR, but this Penrith system seems to have the capabilities of cutting and pasting players into specific roles, and that was what Ivan Cleary instructed Brad Schneider. Do your job. You've trained for this all off-season, and it was a nice touch, in fact, to see Nathan Cleary present his understudy with the number 7 jumper for this afternoon, or this evening as it is. So the Roosters buoyant. They blasted the Bunnies away last week. Super long weekend of Easter Rugby League, and let's sink our teeth into a beauty here at Allianz. Dylan Edwards, boot to ball. Dominic Young receives, and back comes the charging Terrell May to get the Easter weekend underway. You hit him with a lump of 4B2, and he normally doesn't come off Liam Martin, so he's got a real issue. Meanwhile, Garner playing it inside the Roosters 20 once again, and they're going to restart the play before. Plenty of football for the Panthers, but no score as we edge towards 10 minutes. Kenny for Schneider. Smith back to the inside. Schneider looking up with Luai again. Young came out in the same fashion as before. Luai goes to dance. Good goal line resilience by the Roosters. They're organised. No way through at the minute. Schneider kicking towards the goal line. Up in the air, tapped down. Edwards, he gives it away to Ruva. Stands him up and scores. He's in a rich vein of form. Sudia Taruva, 9 tries in his last 8 games.
Daniel Tupou, Harvey Norman replay, last play. And it's Brad Schneider. Nice little kick right in the pocket and tap back by Tungall. Beautiful pass there by Dylan Edwards, and gets down nice and low. Sunia Taruva plays to his advantage. They open in the scoring for the Panthers.
It's beautifully planned. Taruva doesn't look to come in field and chase the kick. He stays on his sideline. And he leaves it up to Tungall and Edwards to make.
Dylan Edwards doing the goal kicking. And it bounces through for him. It's like a 1991 reunion, Gus.
Yep. This is the big fella, Mark Dyer.
This is aggressive by the Panthers. Here's Smith.
Yeah, they just don't make mistakes. They work away. They're not disappointed if they're not scoring points. They're very patient.
Luai. Again with the dazzling footwork. Thought about a kick, floated it over the top, and now they've got a 2-1. Taylor to Taruva. Backed out of contact. Got it back to Edwards. He's dummy to kick. He beats Tedesco. He rolls it ahead. Dylan Edwards has scored a miracle try.
Oh, stop it. What about that for a try? One try from the tap-back bomb. Now, what's this? Harvey Norman replay. You won't be able to keep up with this. Dancing around Luai, throws the long pass, Tungall into the corner, somehow gets an offload. Taruva somehow gets it back in field. Dylan Edwards says, now where will I go? Nowhere to go. Grub a kick, runs around them, grabs it, puts it down. That is brilliant.
Please continually test your effort. They keep asking questions, the Panthers. They start with the drop-offs, they drop off and they drop off, and they test your feet moving on the other side of the ruck. And then Luai will get it, and he'll go left foot, left foot, left foot. Comes back to this man who does all the work coming out of the backfield. 300 metres, you mentioned before there, Tomo, last week. Dylan Edwards, he just continually tests you.
He walked for a split second, and it cost him.
And he's a half-decent goal kicker too. It's 12-0.
The main thing is...
Radley for Walker, and Tedesco, out the back to Manu. Manu surges and scores!
So we're looking at Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. He goes through
Looking at the lead run here of Jared, he's required to stop prior to interfering with any defenders. At this point, he stops Dylan Edwards from being able to slide and assist in defending this play, which is an obstruction. We have a decision.
So he hasn't obstructed the defensive line, he's obstructed the fullback. What are your thoughts on that, Gus?
Kenny, away to Brad Schneider. It's a kick for Taylor made a contest, but Manu, he's another great aerial exponent, and he has taken the ball.
Walker.
It's a penalty to
Escort.
Penrith.
Right from this spot. Learn.
Egan Butcher playing it outside the 30. Now Radley running with purpose.
Kind of a little bit of destiny around this.
Kiri, Swali'i, he beat Tangor, but he couldn't beat Taruba, who came shooting in. 3 encouraging passages to play though. Walker, Tedesco on the inside to Manu, stepping, he beat one, he beat another, he doesn't beat Taylor May, and then Kenny comes over the top to knock him over. Super fast, play the ball. The Roosters with heaps of numbers out left, the kicking behind them, and the chase is on, and it will be a try to Tupanua. They've jagged and tried 35 seconds before the break.
I just said this had a taste of destiny about it. They hadn't been down here into attacking zone, and you could just feel this could be it. Walker with the kick, Tupanua, long arms, gets it down.
Yes.
Harvey Norman replay. Didn't they need that? On the stroke of half-time, Taruba turned around, Tupanua will come from behind. It's just the long arms that get him there.
It's close. You'll see here on the slow-mo.
Oh, I think he bounced it.
Well, I think he scored it.
And you factor that into some points. Maximum points, that's a beauty.
That is some half of football.
And that gave the Roosters one last shot at scoring some points, which they took. So it's game on, baby.
Luai sends Isaac Heath back. 15 metres away. Penrith looking for a third try here. Schneider and Liam Martin, who re-emerges after he left the field, well, I reckon only after a handful of minutes. Panthers fans were fearing the worst. Schneider, dummies, tries to get between them. Stopped by Egan Butcher and Nafahu White. Now Luai. Last tackle. What's the strategy? Yo gives a bit of depth for Schneider and Edwards, and catch and pass and score. Another one. Here he's remonstrating with our referee. Adam G says try, and that was beautifully executed.
A couple of line dropouts, but Roosters were able to get it back. Harvey Norman replay. Everyone runs their exact line at the right time. Kiri's going to claim that maybe he was tripped from behind, but it's hardly an obstruction. Although in this day and age, perhaps I should not say that. It's just beautifully executed. Everyone running at speed, passes out in front, catch and pass. No one catches on their chest, they all catch it in their hands. And they just outnumber the Roosters' left-hand defence.
They do the simple so well, the Panthers.
can score a try. I know that much. Here he goes.
Good first run. Might be a bit more level-headed than his old man, perhaps. To the middle of the ground now where Yo's waiting. Schneider, Edwards, quick hands again. Taruva, sideline open. Taruva versus Keary, got 3! They're carving them up again, Penrith.
I never thought once about stepping back inside Luke Keary here. Then they go on the attack. Harvey Norman replay. Again, Yo, Schneider. And then once Sunia Taruva gets the ball, he wasn't thinking about stepping back inside. He was always taking on Luke Keary to the outside. Beautiful fend and strong enough to get his 3rd try. Is that his 3rd try?
Yep.
Wow.
You just watch it from behind the goalposts again, how they pull the Roosters out of their shape. They pull them out of sequence. Players moving too quickly, coming in when they should be staying out, moving up in front of the man inside of them. There was just no togetherness about it.
Here comes J.W. Watson straight into another real competitor, Taylor May. He loves the collision. Left to Walker, come off Schneider, wasn't played at, so the tackle count hasn't been resumed. Good late offload though. Walker against Leota. Back for Terrell May, now to Luke Keary. They just keep turning up. Terrell May, Schneider came in with a great jamming tackle along with Martin, although I think it's on here at dummy half it is. It'll be a try. Smith saw a little bit of space and capitalised, and they get their 2nd. So Walker, successful. We've got a 10-point game. He's stopped by Schneider and Yo and Garner. Oh, he might go to the bin here. No, he read a real case. There was a real case for a sin bin. The Roosters players are appealing for it. Adam G doesn't oblige. Sam Walker, James Tedesco, Swali'i, away to Tupou with a miracle put down, and I think he's got this try which keeps it alive.
They must decline the kick. They must decline the kick. They have to decline this kick. What is there? 25 seconds left on the clock.
It's another specky.
Well, Harvey Norman replay. You see Daniel Tupou gets his legs in the air, plants the ball down. Beautiful finish there by Tupou. And all the Roosters have gone back for the kickoff, so 2 tackles. Last play.
This is the one. Keary with a great ball. If it found the mark, they were on down the right-hand side, but there was a hand from a Penrith defender. And yes, Maverick, you've won your first game in the top grade.